are live.
All right.
We're live. As opposed to not being alive.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. No, we're live. We're definitely live.
Yeah, we're absolutely
Hi,
live.
everybody. Hope you're having a great day.
And this is the best experience. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Mhm.
And for those who are tuning into Patreon, we appreciate it. Thank you guys
thank you.
very much.
Mm.
But let's start off strong because
Yeah.
we got a couple of fan questions and,
Yes, we do.
Nick's going to answer them.
Okay, yeah. So the first one is he has a question he'd like to ask. I have been making plans, but when it comes to execution, I sometimes struggle to complete them. Occasionally, unexpected matters disrupt my rhythm, and at the other times, I'm either too tired or not productive enough to even finish everything. Well, yeah, it's kind of one of those things. You make your plans, you try to execute your plans as much as possible. There's always things that are going to disrupt everything that you do in life. I mean, everything's going to be that way. At some point, some way, some shape or form. You stick to the plan as much as you absolutely can, and then you adapt to things otherwise. So if you're that exhausted to where you can't finish, it's better to just rest one day. That's it. And then start your rhythm back the next day. Just slide everything over one day. And then that begins your new routine, and that's where you start. So if you're used to starting on a Monday, then you'd start on a Tuesday. And then you just keep going back to the routine and try not to be set off track again. But you're going to do it. It's going to happen. Life happens. It happened to me all the time. And that's exactly what I do. I'd still get my workout for the weekend. Remember, you're not going to atrophy till day number 8 or till day number 10. So if you miss one day and it just offsets a day, you're not really going to lose anything. That being said, if you're just a little tired, you have to come and evaluate yourself on how tired you are. If you're exhausted, not a good idea. But if you're just kind of a little tired, get a cup of coffee, drink a little pre-workout, go get it done. So there's a difference. Hold yourself accountable, but also it doesn't do you any good to push when you're completely exhausted, because that's when injury comes in. Doesn't do any good though if you're kind of tired but don't feel like doing it, but you still got it in there. You got to decide whether it's there and you're just being lazy, or it's just flat out exhaustion. If you look and go, well, I just worked like 12, 13 hours straight and I've been slammed. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Take that day off and then just come back and start everything from where it is the next day. Now, if you worked 8 hours and you're not overly tired, you're just kind of like from being at work and your mindset's not right, take 30 minutes, meditate, go have a cup of coffee and go get your work done. Plain and simple. Get your mindset right, get in a quiet room, set your mind right, go get some, like a little bit of coffee or a little bit of pre-workout, not too much, but just a little bit, and then go get your workout done. It's that simple. But the only person that's going to hold you accountable is you. And if you're having trouble holding yourself accountable, that's the one thing that you have to do. I can't do it for you. Ben can't do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. It's something you have to do. And examine your goals and what you want to do. And is it acceptable enough to not go after what you were supposed to do that day? Pretty plain, pretty simple, but evaluate where you're at. And if it's been a killer long day at work, yeah, go ahead, take one extra rest day. One extra rest day is not going to be the end of the world. 40 extra rest days is going to be a problem. So that's where that's where you got to draw the line. So pretty basic. Just evaluate whether you're truly exhausted or whether you're just being a little bit lazy and you just don't feel like doing it. If you're being a little bit lazy and just don't feel like doing it, clear your mind, drink some caffeine, and go do it. If you're truly exhausted, take the extra day of rest. It's not going to hurt you. Then the next day, start back into your training cycle, and get going. Okay? It's just that simple.
Exactly. Okay. For those who are listening, the wise words of Nick Best. And we got a last minute question in right before the show
Yeah,
started too. So we're on a roll. It's 2.
Okay, so yesterday the guy was at a baseball game, or a person was at the baseball game, and they were truly impressed with the skills of the players. Even it was such a noisy, distracting environment. They were still able to perform so well. Does this mean it requires an extraordinary level of concentration to achieve such results? Yes, you have to kind of, you have to have your mindset right. And you have to kind of like block everything else out. When you're playing baseball, once you walk onto the field, to really a professional baseball player, the only thing that's on that field is the baseball field. That's it. Fans in the stands or whatever, they're blocking it all out. They're trained to block it out from a very early age, and you just get used to doing that. So you have to go out there and just be like, look, this is where my focus is. It's on this game. It's on the pitcher. It's on the players. It's on the catcher, whatever. And when he pitches the baseball, you focus on the baseball. You swing at the baseball. You can't listen to the noise. You can't listen to what everybody's saying. You can't focus on anything but the guy pitching the baseball. And if you're the pitcher, you can't listen to the fans. You can't listen to anything. You just have to clear the zone and just throw the ball to the mitt. Catcher gives you a signal where he wants the ball to go, and then you throw the ball to that spot. It's literally, that's all you do. That's all you focus on. So it just requires a lot of concentration and the ability to just set everything else around you to the side. It's like that when you perform on TV or anything else. You can either go, oh God, I'm on TV, and get like real nervous and stuff like that, or you just be like, okay, well, I'm on TV and nobody else is doing this, so they can come up here and try it all they want. I have the opportunity. I'm going to come up here and do the absolute best I can and not worry about the camera or anything else. I'm just going to go get what I need to do done. And then you go get it done. And then they come ask you some questions, and you just act like it's me talking to Ben, or me talking to you, or me talking to anybody else. It's just a one-on-one conversation that you're having, except for there's a television camera there. And that's all you act like. You just make like it's another person or your kid, and you're sitting there trying to talk to your child. That's kind of how I did it. I just acted like I was trying to talk to one of my kids when they come up with the camera. Just that simple, and not afraid of talking to one of my kids, so it makes it pretty easy. And that's kind of the trick I used to be able to talk in front of like a television camera and stuff like that, going, oh my God, this is going to 440 million people or something like that. You don't worry about that. You just talk to it like it's one of your kids, and you'll be just fine. Or it's your best friend, or it's your mom, or it's your dad. You just go talk to it like it's a person that you want to talk to, but you don't want to use foul language to. And you go talk to them. It's just that, it's literally, those are the techniques I use to be able to do that.
Oh yeah. And one of the things, even with those techniques, I've heard you say multiple times, is like, there's nothing but me and the event.
Yep.
And then I can celebrate after. You
Correct.
know what I'm saying? You're laser focused.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what there is of just me and this. And that's all I need to concentrate on. And I've heard you say it so many times to so many other athletes of like, what are you paying attention to? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you focus on them on that and be like, look, I need you to have a laser focus on this one thing till it's all over. That's it. It's all you need to do is focus on what you're doing. Put every thought, all your energy, everything into this direction, moving that way, and you're going to be just fine. And they go out and they perform really well in that event, and you're just like, okay, good. Now you can cut loose. Now you can celebrate or do whatever you're going to do because you just did really well in the event, and then move on. It's that simple.
Yep. And like I said, we're not trying to, like, even with people listening, is understanding Nick's trying to make it into these small, simple, digestible things that you can actually understand. Because, there's a lot of detail that goes into this. Yeah. But that's the thing, is like all those details, all those thought processes, all those actual things that you takes years to hone and craft. You know what I'm saying? If we can help you guys actually understand that and catch it,
and do it in far shorter time than it took me to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the goal. My goal is to save you time, to save you energy. If I can save you 10 or 15 years in either training or mindsets and stuff like that. That's my goal, is to just save you time and give you a little bit of my experience so that you can do better without having to learn a lot of these things either the hard way or just over time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very difficult. It's very hard, but that's the thing though too. It's like it's fun, but it also takes practice and it takes dedication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to understand that. That's like the unspoken things. Mindset is one of those words that people kind of like, but it's not just mindset. You got mindset, dedication, and patience. You know what I'm saying? Because
and attitude.
There you go.
And attitude. I mean, you have to want to do it. You have to have a good attitude while doing it. If you go in there and you have a good attitude and you go in there and do it, you're going to just do that much better. You really are. Positive brings positive. Negative attracts negative. So going with a good attitude, you could be just fine.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, hey, for our fans that are sending in the questions, thank you. We appreciate it. And for those, if you guys have questions for Nick and you want to get that answer, join the Patreon, join the community, and you get right into the live stream chat of asking questions. And like I said, we pick the ones that we want to talk about. And if yours gets picked, it gets read. And guess what? It gets answered. So, to our Patreon members, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And then let's get into Rogue Invitational.
Okay.
Rogue Invitational has put out their events.
Yes.
All right. First event. And as I read these off, Nick, talk about the event. Talk about people, there's details that most people just know it's heavy, but let's talk about what it takes to actually move it. You know what I'm saying? So first event, wagon wheel axle deadlift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have the other specifics of it?
It says 3 attempts to establish max weight.
To establish max weight. Now, that's going to be an axle deadlift, and that's going to be a little higher than normal, correct?
Yes.
It's going to be, what, an 18-inch deadlift?
I'm assuming 18-inch because it's the wagon wheels, and that's typically what it is.
It could be 15 to 18.
Okay.
So it'll be somewhere in that range. It's probably 18, but could be as low as 15. I don't have the specifics of the event in front of me.
Yeah.
So I would say that's going to take a lot. It's going to be harder for the taller guys. For whatever reason, that's usually a really rough place for them to start a deadlift at, and it's supposed to be an axle deadlift. So the bar is not going to give. So where you're starting hard and you're pulling on it and the bar gives, and the shorter guys will be able to sneak their knees underneath it before they pull it off, like Novikov would, or I would when I was doing it. Stuff like that, they're going to have to get all the weight from the word go. So even for the shorter guys, but that's a good height. I liked between 15 and 18 inches. It was really good. Those were good areas for me. I think the most I did was like 1,025 back in the day at the Fit Expo with that type of lift. I think Mark, Felix, and I both pulled that day. So it was good. And then Terry beat us both. So, but it's a good event, especially on an axle, because the bar is not going to give. You're not going to get any help from the bar. It's either you're going to pull it or you're not going to pull it, which you can actually pull that fast. If you're pulling on an axle and the bar is not going to give, you can pull on it hard, just dead off right away.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have to worry about whip on the bar. It's not going to move. It's not going to jump all over the place.
Yeah.
You're just going to yank and it's going to come right off the ground. So it's, that force you put into it, you're not going to have to build into it and then use the bar and get the whip from the bar. You just got to get into it and just pull. You can explode into the bar, which is what the guys are going to have to do to get it moving. If you do that, they're going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be a good event to do.
That's good. It's always a fun event to start with too, because like I said, it's a spectacle, and also too, they just from the list of people are going to be there, it's going to be heavy pulls for that max.
Yeah, I would say you're probably going to see somewhere between like really high 900s and possibly even as high as 1100, depending on the height of the bar that they go to do that with.
Oh yeah.
So that should be pretty interesting, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch. I think the taller guys are going to struggle, and the shorter guys, I think Trey's going to do really good at that. I think Evan, if he pulls on it right, will do probably pretty darn well with that as well.
Lucas
Hatton's going to do really well at that event as well.
Yeah.
But in the end, I would watch out for Trey.
There you go.
On that one, I would watch out for Trey.
Yeah. I would do the same.
It's a good height for Trey. I think that one's going to be, and I think he's a little motivated. So I think that'll be a good one for him.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, let's go into event 2, Viking press for max reps in 60 seconds.
Okay. Did you see the weight on it?
What it gave me is that it gave me no weights. It just told me what the events are.
Of course.
Which if I had the weights, I would be giving you the weights.
No. I know that's kind of typical for
Rogue.
For any of the strongman contests, which I have no idea why. If you want to promote the thing, put the weights on it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good event. You're going to see a lot of reps with whatever weight they pick. Trey's ungodly good at it. Lucas is going to be ungodly good at it. Thor should be kind of interesting on that. He should do fairly well on it. But you got a couple really good overhead pressers. Evan's a really good overhead presser. It's going to just come down to who has the better day between like 3 or 4 guys. But again, that's another event I could see Trey doing ungodly good at, and as well as Lucas Hatton.
Yeah.
Because they're both great overhead pressers. And I can see Evan doing really good on that. If he comes in under control and focused, he's so strong and just, I don't even think he's even at probably 3/4 of his potential.
Yeah.
I think he's probably right at about that. I mean, he can be a lot stronger if he just slows some things down and focuses a little more, stays explosive where he needs to, but comes in under control.
Yeah.
With better form on things. He's.
Yeah. No, yeah. I agree.
So, but Tom's a pretty decent Viking press as well.
Yep.
If memory serves correct. So it's going to be interesting. It really is.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go into event 4. It's a yoke escalator. So it's going to be yoke carry into power stairs.
Oof. Yoke is going to be pretty interesting. I see Evan doing really, really good on this event. I also see if Mitchell Hooper's in this.
He really fast. You know what I'm saying? He's won quite a few of these.
He'll be fast at both of them.
Yeah.
Evan will be fast at both of them. Trey will get hurt on the power stairs, I think. Lucas will do pretty good on the power stairs, but I don't think he'll be as fast as Hooper or Evan on it. So it's going to be, it'll be good. And then you got Austin Andrade, which Austin will be a really good overhead presser. Austin's going to do really good at the deadlift. Austin will be another one to look at in the deadlift.
Exactly.
My brain's just like starting to turn on a little bit today.
Just barely warming up here.
Sorry, Austin. But this could come down. This could be such an even show. Mm-hmm. It could come down to 4 guys, three or 4 guys on the last event.
Yeah,
it really can. I think the power stairs will cost Trey some points, but the yoke, he's not necessarily the fastest at the yoke. But so this will be a little bit rougher event for Trey, but I think Hooper and Evan and even Austin will probably do pretty solid in this.
There you go.
And then Tom. Yeah. Tom will kill the power stairs part of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think Tom will do okay at the yoke. So when
at his height, the power stairs is definitely at his advantage.
Yeah, he'll just turn it on. So,
all right. Well, let's go into event 4.
Okay.
And it's circus press melody.
Circus press medley.
Yes.
That's all it says.
That's all it says. It doesn't say nothing more than that.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be, Austin. Lucas is ungodly good at that. So is Hooper. So's Trey. There's like 5 guys that are just going to destroy this event. So it all just comes down to who had the most details, who simulated this the most, the quickest, the fastest, and trained to go from event to event to event the most efficiently, not necessarily moving the fastest to the thing, but the most efficient to where you're ready to pick it up off the ground and get to the next event. That's going to be probably the telltale sign of who wins this event, because you have 4 guys that can. Hooper's ungodly good. He's ungodly fast. He's ungodly efficient. Lucas Hatton is like just stupid strong at the overhead. So's Trey. So's Evan. So those guys can all easily win this event. So,
that's it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, because like I said, it's just these are all lined up.
Yeah.
And then
you got Thor.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And and I don't even know what to make of event 5, because it says power drive.
Now, do you have the list of competitors in front of you?
I do have the list of competitors in front of me.
Okay, go ahead. Run through that real fast.
All right. For strongman, Tom Stoltman, Trey Mitchell, Hathor Bjornsson, Ryan O'Neal, the current world's strongest man, Evan Singleton, the strongest man on earth, Thomas Evans, Austin Andrade, Patty Hayes, Mitchell Hooper, and Lucas Hatton.
Yeah, like I said,
it's a stacked card of assassins. All right, that's exactly what this is. It's a stacked card of champions. It's a stacked card of assassins who are fucking biting at the chop. So like we got 1, that's Mitchell, Evan, Thor, Neil, and Stoltman. So you got champions. You got 5 champions in this here.
Yeah. Man, that's going to be nuts. Yeah, and then you got Patty's going to come in there and steal points.
Yeah.
Because he's going to do better than most people think
he's fast, and he's got a grip on him like ain't no tomorrow.
Right. And he'll be another one that slides into a couple spots on the deadlifts. He'll be another one that, he'll probably do pretty decent at the yoke and the power stairs because he's so young and so athletic. He'll surprise some people in that. But like I said, I'll stick to where I've been going with most of these.
Yeah.
Thor will do good at the yoke, and Thor will do good at the power stairs.
Power stairs, exactly. And everyone that we're talking about here are like champions in the right of that's why it's like a top tier. Like people coming into this right now it's gonna be a show to watch.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But let's get into event 5. No details, because I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's going to be the bull that they used before. I could be absolutely wrong, but it's the power drive. It says push, then pull for time.
No, I think this will be something else.
Do something else?
So, yeah, I think it'll be something else. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't give no more than that. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
You're going to, whoever can suffer probably the hardest, the longest.
Yeah.
Is probably going to do really well at this. I would expect Thor with his bigger body weight, Tom with his bigger body weight will probably do very good at this. This could be something that Tom Evans does really well in.
Yep.
And Lucas as well. It's kind of depend on the event itself and the size of the things and where you grip and stuff like that. That'll make a difference. That it's probably going to make the biggest difference in the rules on how they have to push it and then pull it back, or pull it and then push it.
Exactly.
It's gonna that one will be fun. Because
I agree.
I think that's going to be quite miserable.
I definitely see that. Well, the last and final event, it says Mons Meg Stones.
Yep. That Thor's really, really good at stones. Yep. Hooper's super strong. It's whoever's got the most left in them when they get to this, whoever's in the best shape, like physically. I see Patty stealing some points at this one.
Yeah.
But whoever gets to this one, like that's the freshest, they're probably going to do the best at it. Whoever came here ready to play and who's in shape and like physically, I'm going to tear through everything.
Yeah.
this is going to be an event that they're just going to destroy and probably clean house with it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
and to see who figures out what on it. Yeah, it'll be pretty good. Thor's good at stones. Stoltman is like obnoxious at stones. So
yeah, yeah, you know.
So, but is it the ones that they carry, or is it a medley?
It doesn't say. It just that's all it says. It says right here, Mons Meg Stones, MONS, and then it's MEG Stones. So I have no idea how to interpret that.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're Googling something.
Spell it again.
MONS, and then MEG Stones. So it's 2 words, Mons Meg Stones on the last one.
MONS.
Yep.
MEG. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so these are like giant cannonballs.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like they're made out of concrete. But they look like giant cannonballs. Yeah, so like Tom's going to be tough to beat. Thor's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Whoever comes, yeah, well, it's in Scotland too. So
yeah,
there you go. But yeah, whoever comes in this with the best conditioning and stuff like that, you don't know what the rules are, whether they're allowed to use tacky, whether they're not allowed to use tacky. That's going to be pretty good. If they're not allowed to use tacky, I'm going to say Trey's going to like destroy this.
Yeah.
And I think Hooper will do pretty good at it too, because he's been doing a lot of training without tacky as well. Thor is always going to be good at him, and so is Tom Stoltman. So it's going to be a fight. Like I said, I think it could come down to 4 guys in the last event.
Yeah.
Points wise. So it's going to be fun to watch.
There we go.
It really is. I'm not going to predict a winner because it's too all over the place. It's going to be hard to just go, oh, this, and then watch one guy will come in and just
blast it,
blast through everything. But right now, it's going to be hard to pick because you could have a guy, as long as you make the top 3 in each event, it's all that matters.
Yep.
And there's one guy that's really good at that, and that's a guy named Mitchell Hooper. So, but Lucas is super strong right now. Evan's ungodly strong right now, but his hamstring kind of was off. So is it back to normal? Is it ready for this show?
Yeah,
that's a question. Thor's deadlift is just obnoxious right now. So anything that he's going to do with his lower back and stuff like that, he's on point, because he didn't even look wiped out after pulling 510.
Yep.
So and then Trey and Tom are both super strong. So it's going to be a fight. Nobody's going to walk through this. I don't see that. But it'll be who gets through, who stays the healthiest, and who makes the least amount of mistakes. And that's what happens when it gets to the top. I mean, you get to the top, and whoever executes the best and makes the fewest amount of mistakes, and is willing to hurt more than the other guys is usually going to be the guy that ends up winning. So
that's it.
It's going to be a good fight. This is going to be a good show.
It's going to be a real good show.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of good shows, we've all seen the rumblings and hearings of Battle of the Beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hall presents Battle of the Beast. This is, I'm assuming, a TV show, right?
Yeah. It's a strongman contest TV show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's really neat to see Eddie do this. It really is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be quite amazing, and people need to get out and go watch this thing. They really do. And if go look at it, go watch it, because it's going to make these guys work. He's going to make them do a bunch of funny stuff. So Eddie's got a sense of humor, so it should be entertaining to say the least.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of looking forward to watching it.
Well, I'm just going to give a quick shout out here of contestants.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is going to be pretty close to the rogue lineup, just a few extra people in here.
Okay.
So first contestant, Trey Mitchell.
Yep.
Mitchell Hooper.
Okay.
Ryan O'Neill. Gavin Bolton.
Okay.
Evan Singleton. Mark Felix. Luke Stoltman. Patty Hayes. Austin Andrade. And Patty O'Doer.
Patty Dwyer?
Yep, that's it.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you got some characters in there, too. You got some people that are pretty entertaining. You're going to see a lot of personalities come out in this.
Oh, yeah, a lot of personalities. And even, too, is like there's even a brief description of everything that they're doing. Because, like, just right off top, I'm just going to read it right here.
Okay.
It says 10 strongest men from around the world competing in a series of crazy challenges that will test their strength, appetite, endurance, resilience, pain tolerance, and combat skill to determine who's the ultimate beast.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty entertaining. I know Eddie's food challenges. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
good luck with that, guys.
Just so we know, so the endurance is going to be a beach melody on the sand of Molina Bay. Contestants face a grueling 1-versus-1 obstacle course of rowing, dragging, lifting, and swimming. Speed, stamina will decide who crosses the finish line first.
Swimming.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little different swimming, you know what I'm saying? Because all these guys are, pretty thick.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Eddie will probably... I would not be surprised to see Eddie jump into the swimming part of that just for fun. Because the dude's like a shark in the water. He can swim like he.
Well, he was a swimmer. So the next for pain, it's going to be a belly flop. Contestants will launch themselves from a platform into the water. Victory goes to the boldest and most entertaining flop.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be some big bellies and heavy body. It's going to be like a rock hitting that water. So I'm definitely willing and wanting to see that.
Yeah, well, Patty, Pa, and Felix are going to be at disadvantage of that, and even Luke now.
Yep.
Luke's pretty trimmed now.
Exactly.
So they're not going to have really big bellies for the belly flop, so that's going to be kind of interesting. They're going to be at a disadvantage for that.
Exactly.
But
so for the resilience, it's going to be the Hercules pillars. For Rossile, I'm probably butchering it, but the contestants must cling to the Hercules pillars as long as possible. Grip, grit, and determination will separate the strong from the broken.
Yeah, I'll say unless hell freezes over or something goes wrong, I think Felix is probably going to do that pretty well.
Well, Rhino he let it go at World's Strongest Man because he didn't know.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? We got a new grip versus a young grip, which that might be a factor there.
Yeah.
Felix is tried, true, and holds the record in many things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Hooper's got a pretty good grip too.
That's it.
That should be fun to watch. But I see Mark doing really well on that one.
Oh yeah. So let's go into combat. It will be sumo wrestling. Contestants face off in a knockout sumo wrestling tournament with a twist. Strength balance strategy will decide who determines the ring dino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yep.
Fighting wise, I know Gavin was in the military.
Yep.
So that might be kind of interesting. And then Austin's gonna be a big dude. He's gonna be hard. He's gonna be hard to deal with. And Evan's got a little bit of wrestling in his background too. So
that's it.
It should be pretty interesting to see what happens with that.
Exactly.
But you got Hooper being smart and can pull events apart. So he'll probably take a look at the rules and
see what he can do.
See what he can do.
That's it. Well, for strength, paying homage to Eddie Hall's legendary 500 kg lift, our contestants will attempt a deadlift cage of cannonballs with the weights increasing each round.
Okay. So it's a last man standing deadlift, basically.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. I mean, Evan, Austin, Felix will hang in there for quite a while. Trey, that'll be a good one. That'll be really good. That'll be fun to watch, especially how he gets it set up and stuff like that. That'll be pretty cool. It's going to be a spectacle to watch. I'll tell you one thing's for sure. Anything to do with Eddie, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be funny to watch, and the guys are going to have to figure it out.
That's it. Well, and with the final event, appetite feast. Final event, this eating challenge will crown the contestant with the biggest appetite, and we'll find out who's the overall winner of Battle of the Beast.
Okay. Yeah, that's I wouldn't even know where to go with that.
No, at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to go with that, because you'd be surprised. Some of the smaller guys probably eat more than the bigger guys.
Yeah.
And then some of the bigger guys probably aren't used to it. They're used to eating a whole bunch of meals, not one big shot. So
exactly.
That one's going to be kind of interesting, because that one's going to end up being painful.
Yes.
Especially if he does it for time. If he does it for a time limit and they only have, say, like a half an hour to eat as much as they can, that one's going to get pretty nasty. If he does like a longer time, like an hour, that could be just as bad. But I would figure he's probably going to go somewhere between 15 minutes and half an hour. And then the guys are just going to have to eat everything they can eat. And does it say how he's going to judge it?
No, it does not give us any of that.
Because I'd make him get on a scale.
Well, that's very true.
There's ways to cheat on that. You just drink a whole bunch of water as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So eat all the food that you can, and then fill all the empty gaps with water. So
maybe it'd be like a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's going to be funny.
Well,
I would definitely expect to see somebody vomit.
Oh, yes, I agree. And for everybody who's listening, this starts tomorrow, which will be today when the free version comes out. Yeah. So October 2nd, October 3rd, October 4th, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got 3 days, not 3 events, but like everything spread out amongst those 3 days for everyone to be watching.
Yeah, and this is going to be pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
I will be watching this.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy.
Because I know how Eddie thinks in some things, and it's going to be funny. Oh boy, is it going to be funny.
That's it.
I will enjoy this thoroughly.
Well, now that we've geeked out on all the strongman stuff, let's make a pivot here.
A pivot?
A pivot.
You want a pivot?
A pivot.
Okay.
Let's pivot. We were supposed to talk about the Charlie Sheen, but guess what? I only watched half of it. I couldn't really get through much of it today because I was so busy. But you did watch a different movie, and I want to hear about it.
I did. I watched the new Superman.
Well, we kind of talked about it before both of us watched it, we had a pretty good notion of what it was.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it was pretty along those lines.
Okay, that's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, the best part of the whole movie is probably Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
and just a guy that's supposed to be that smart. And the person that ends up really frying him in the end. that part was that was probably the best part of the movie for me.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, kind of him being able to kind of get beat up and stuff, and
Yeah.
The premise about that, and then the lack of respect and stuff like that, because they just feel they can, the way they kind of like talk to him and ask him questions or come after him or go after the decision he makes to save lives. And it's like, I'm trying to save lives.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just trying to save people's lives. I'm not really worried about their governments and stuff like that. And the way they came at him like that, I was like, oh yeah, this is a little
too much on the nose.
A little too much on the, I don't know.
No, hey, and like I said, we never try to get too political,
right?
But you got to call a spade. You got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I did not like kind of how they did that. I mean,
yeah. Well, it didn't do extremely well either. So
right,
you know what I'm saying? It's just
probably why.
Exactly.
Probably why they keep barking up the wrong tree with a lot of these things. And this is about creating a person that functions well. They didn't have, the American way in there.
Yeah.
True justice in the American way wasn't in there. And what? That's a crime.
Yes. And that's a Superman standard.
Yeah. I mean, that's everything in a nutshell for Superman. And, and to make his parents look that way was pretty awful as well. 'Cause you'll find there's like a message from his parents and he only sees like one half of it. And then supposedly they unlock the other half of it. And you never really find out if it's been altered or that was the actual other half of it was. And they actually try to say it was authentic and stuff like that. And it was just like, it just really destroys the whole entire Superman story, in my opinion, from what we knew of what Superman's parents, why they sent him there. It's in all the other movies. And then they say this or look like this in there. And it's just, it was just really, really just to the core awful.
Yeah. And let me tell you right now, like Superman, like it's hard to get that wrong.
This is Kryptonian parents, not.
Yeah.
And this is all fiction anyway.
Yeah. It is all fiction, but Superman is an American icon, an American standard.
Well, it was a comic book icon. It was the same way all the time.
Yeah.
And Superman was always true justice in the American way.
Exactly.
His parents
born in Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
raised
in Kansas, crashed into Kansas.
Yeah, that's it.
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
Middle America, that type of thing. And for them to, and his father, Jor-El, and stuff like that. And, in all the other movies and all the other comic books and everything else, he has messages for his son to be a good person. We're sending you there to help them and stuff like that. And for them to change that as they're sending them there to help and do stuff and then rule them.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Like, not cool. Not even cool. Remotely cool.
Exactly.
I mean, the guy that made this, I think Gunn or Gwyn or whatever his name is.
James, I don't know if it was James Gunn that filmed it, but.
Yeah, Gunn filmed it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He should just never do DC anything again. If I was in charge of DC, he would be completely removed from anything. Because I mean, that's just completely against what it's supposed to be, and it's more people trying to ruin the old kind of way of looking at those things and just make it all turn everything that's older into trash. And that's
exactly they're trying to turn us off on heroes.
Correct.
Say no one wants a strong male hero in these things, but that's the thing is that's what Superman is.
Right. And that was, that was just.
Yeah. And like I said, I haven't watched it, so I definitely can't give my opinion, but I can definitely give my opinion on what I hear.
Right.
But let's get away from the negative and let's spin it into a positive.
Correct. Lex Luthor character was probably the best.
Well, and even with that,
the dog.
And the dog. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a dog.
And then his what is his cousin that flies in
Yeah,
at the end of the movie, the
Supergirl.
girl? Yeah, doing that to her,
Yeah.
having her flying in drunk. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Really, seriously, are you kidding? Why would you?
Yeah.
I'm glad
Exactly.
I didn't pay for it, to be
Yeah.
quite honest with you.
Hey,
So,
and that's how it goes. Well, what I even wanted to say was let us spin it to a positive.
yeah.
Give me your two favorite versions of Superman, because I have my two favorites.
Okay, the very first one with Christopher Reeves.
Yep, that's a great one.
That was pretty good. And then the other one, the guy that played The Witcher.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Those two
Yeah.
are probably my favorite ones.
There you go. Well, I like Henry Cavill, but Dean Cain will always be my Superman.
Okay. No,
Controversial, but that's how I feel, because I grew up watching Lois and Clark when he was on the WB.
Right. No, that's hey, look, it's all what each individual likes, to be
exactly.
So the original one, Christopher Reeves, and then
Henry Cavill. Yeah, and speaking of that, I don't know. It's always internet rumors until I actually hear it true. But they say Henry Cavill will be playing Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod coming up here in the Highlander here pretty soon.
Yeah, that'll be cool if they're going to remake the whole thing, right?
Yeah, they're going to remake the whole thing, and even Adrian Paul is going to be making a cameo in it too. So it's like you're going to get Connor MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod also in this too. So
yeah, but I just don't know how you do him as Connor though.
Well,
he's too big.
Well, it's
too big.
No.
He
won't be Connor. He's going to be Duncan.
He's going to be Kurgan?
Yeah, no, he's not going to be. Henry Cavill won't be a Kurgan. He's going to be playing Duncan MacLeod, or Connor MacLeod, and Adrian Paul is Duncan MacLeod. So he's but also too what's his name that just retired is going to be coming out of retirement to play Ramirez. Remember he was Batman's he was Alfred in Batman. I can't remember his name. Michael Caine.
Okay, cool.
That's the rumors anyways. I don't know how true that is. So Michael Caine will be playing Ramirez.
Now my question is who are they getting to play the Kurgan?
Oh man, they had talked. I just saw a picture of it too, but they got someone good to play the Kurgan.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Because Henry Cavill is not a small dude.
Oh, he's not a small dude, and they have to get a big guy to play him, but they did, and I can't remember the guy's name right now.
They're gonna have to be like 6'5" to 6'8".
Oh yeah,
easy close to 300 pounds.
Yeah, unless it's gonna be a lot of up shots.
Because you got to be Highlander. You cannot win. I'm strongest. And stuff like that. I mean, that was such a classic bad guy.
Yeah.
In the original Highlander movie. I mean,
that's it.
It's about as bad as you could be for a bad guy.
Exactly. And what's funny as hell too is like
memorable. He made the whole movie.
And that guy's played in so many movies.
Oh yeah.
And done so many things. Starship Troopers, shit. Yeah. I believe he's Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's funny.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. So I mean that it'll be interesting to see Cavill in that movie. So
oh yeah. And the one thing I love about Cavill is he is a fanatic for keep it simple, keep it to the book,
the story.
Keep it to the story. You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for Netflix.
Yeah, I do too. How are you going to mess up The Witcher?
Well, they did. They messed up
the
third season, and now they're coming into the fourth season, which should be out at the end
anytime
of this
soon.
Month, and it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's what's his name's brother? The Thor's brother is going to be playing The Witcher, and it's like, oh man, if you guys would have just stuck to the story, stayed to the script. And like,
well, at the end of the day, some of these people that are making these decisions and really not sticking to what the actual stories were and what the video games were and stuff like that on games that are based like that.
Yeah.
The studios and the companies should really start taking a look in why they've employed these people.
Exactly.
And maybe it's time for them to not be in that industry anymore. I mean, Disney's destroyed Marvel. Disney's destroyed Star Wars. And You can't tell them that, but they have.
Yeah.
And this type of person that's in that's this type of person that's affecting these things at the executive levels need to be kind of rooted out of these companies, because people just don't want to watch it. And you keep having failure after failure after failure. And yeah, it'll make a little money, but nothing what it should. And at some point, maybe you should really kind of look at who's paying to watch, and who's, at the end of the day, if they're not willing to pay and come watch, you got a problem. Maybe that's where the problem is.
Exactly.
So,
hey, and that's
my soapbox.
Hey, let me tell you right now, and we'll both stand on that soapbox because, we want to watch these things. I'm a movie buff. I grew up watching movies, and I want to watch things that make me happy and that catch my eye. You know what I'm saying? Which,
and
unfortunately,
then have a good story, and a lot of these stories are established.
Yes.
If you're going to tell a story, tell the story.
Yeah.
Don't destroy the original story and the part of it.
Exactly. I understand you gotta fudge it a little bit for practical purposes, but that means you don't fucking hit a left and take that detour and end up in Albuquerque.
Right. Don't destroy the story. If you want to have a different type of thing that you're pushing out there or doing, write a whole new story.
Yeah.
Actually sit down and write something that's completely new.
That's it.
And if you can't do that, don't do it. Don't do it. If you can't write something freestanding on its own that people want to see, don't change the old stories. Just retell the story with, younger, newer actors, and any kind of changes you would do in it, make it to better tell the story. I mean, Dune comes to mind as kind of the way to pretty much do that right. And there's a couple things I probably wouldn't have done so much of, but I would do, like, the people that did Dune as opposed to the old Dune, as opposed to the books.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Hire more of those people to retell a story.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, Nick, I think we squeezed everything out of that one.
But the main thing is enjoy yourself, enjoy your lives, and have fun with things, and be good to other people. Be good, spread kind things to everyone, everywhere, as best you can. And in this day and age, try to have patience with other people, and see where they're coming from as best that you can in these days. And just go out and pay one forwards. That's it. And go out there, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be, because that's all you can do in the end, is just be the best you that you can be. And I hope you all have a great day. And thanks, Ben, for doing this.
Oh, yeah. We're out of here.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy.